good to see you all, even if it's only virtual. I'm used to seeing you in Astoria Manor, but we'll do it this way out of necessity. Thank you for giving me a couple of minutes. I'm told I've got to be less than 5 minutes, so I'll try and give you guys an update quickly. I do try and come by periodically, back when we were meeting in person, and share what's going on in Albany and things that I'm doing. And so along those lines, I wanted to first say hello as a former member of Board One myself. It's always good to be back with you, and to see Florence and Marie and Tom and the whole group. And those of you who've been around long enough remember that I kind of got started fighting power plants in the neighborhood back in the day, and we had some success along the way. We got the Paletti plant shut down up on 19th Avenue, which was the biggest polluter in the state. Unfortunately, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And as we continue to fight for a cleaner environment and combat climate change, we passed the nation's leading climate change legislation under our Senate majority in the last couple of years, which I'm really proud of. That we're continuing to fight power plants as we have in this community for a long time. And now it's the NRG proposal where they're telling us they want to shut down something that's there, but replace it with another fossil fuel burning plant. And we are on track, thanks to the law we passed, to get New York off of fossil fuels by 2040. And so building a brand new one right now, even if they tell us in the future they expect it'll be phased out, is not something I trust or believe. We're still living with plants in Long Island City that were supposed to be temporary 21 years ago when they put them there. And so building a brand new facility right now, I have a hard time believing will actually be gone in time. So we're continuing to fight that. The state has not given its final approval yet. And so I know a lot of people on this call are part of the effort to stop that from happening. We're going to keep fighting and hopefully succeed. The other thing I want to mention, obviously we're in the middle of the pandemic. I have been working really hard together with my small business advisory committee. I've got a growing group of small businesses that are part of that. I'm trying to help them survive. We've lost a lot of great businesses in the last year. Unfortunately, we're trying to keep as many of them going as possible. I've proposed numerous items of legislation to try and do that, to provide rent relief for them. We did succeed in having a very strong commercial eviction moratorium in tandem with our residential eviction moratorium to keep these businesses from being booted out, but they still have accumulating obligations, accumulating rent. It's kind of similar to what residents are facing, and we're trying to deal with both of them. Our state budget is due at the end of next month, and I just communicated with the governor a couple of weeks ago that I think we need several $1 billion committed to rent relief, both for residential and commercial tenants, to help them survive the pandemic and the difficulties that they face from it. That is connected to the fight over revenues and taxes. I believe we need to increase taxes on the wealthy to help us get through this and provide that kind of support. The governor's less supportive of that, but has not closed the door entirely. So that's a discussion we'll be having over the next month and a half. In addition to trying to get aid out of the federal government, and hopefully, since our senator is now the majority leader down there, Chuck Schumer, hopefully we'll be able to see better results than we have in the past out of the federal government and the Biden administration now. So we're going to keep working on all of that because I've seen too many of our restaurants and other businesses go down in the last year. And I'm going to do my darndest to keep those that have survived alive and to the point where they could start rehiring workers and getting back to work and continuing to keep Astoria the great community that it is, known for its food, among other things. So we definitely want to keep that going. So I don't want to take too much time, Maria. I know I'm on a strict time limit. So I'll leave it at that, but wanted to thank you all for your service to the community. It's incredibly important now more than ever. And I'll leave you with this. If anybody needs PPE or help with unemployment claims or vaccine appointments, please contact our office. We've been doing a lot of that work for folks the last several weeks and months. You could reach us by email at gianaris@nysenate.gov or calling the office at 718-728-0960. And if you didn't write any of that down, Marie knows what our contact info is.
We'll put it in the chat. Thank you so much, Senator Gianaris, for being here and for all the work you're doing for this community and New York State. Thank you.
Thank you.